Welcome to the Not Superheroes Just Dads podcast. No, we can't fly. No, we can't shoot lasers or pick up giant buildings. But what we can do is help set the foundation for our families, be present for our kids, and combat generational cycles. On this podcast, we dive into everything dad related, from struggles we deal with as dads to what our favorite thing to do, what our favorite thing to barbecue is. Hello, my name is Sean Laurie, and I'm joined by Shy's very own Lamar Drake. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good, brother.
Yeah,
Likewise, how you doing today? How you doing, bro? Good to see you.
Man, besides this heat, besides this crazy heat, man, I can't complain. I can't complain, man. Um, man, I feel like, something that, because I just recently went to, which you know as well, but I went to the Dave Chappelle. I got to check him out, which was pretty dope. And that's something I realized I really enjoy. I want to start doing that more, like going to comedy shows and things like that. And when we were talking about it, it kind of just sparked up a conversation with us. So today, guys, we want to really talk about, we're going to dive into that a little bit more, but we want to talk about, honestly, like our hobbies and things like that when it comes to being a father. So first, I wanted to start out with you, bro, and just ask you, what are some of the hobbies that you did growing up compared to what your kids or your son does now, I should say. Because it's such right, every generation is different, but I feel like it's such a wide gap of the things we did back then. Because maybe it's just me, but I feel kind of biased because I feel like we came up in the best time because we came up right before technology, but we also got to be part of it when it first took off. You know what I mean? Right. So right. I feel like we have best, right. Like now, especially now with kids, they can't handle, like, for example, we actually had to go up to the girl that we liked, right? And talk to her. There was no DMs, you know what I mean? So we had to build that confidence up, but also build character in a sense, you know what I mean? So But anyways, yeah. So what is just something, a hobby that you did growing up that you see your son do, where and maybe it's the same, but just what is some of that? What does that look like?
Well, right now he 8, so I don't think he at camp, so I don't think he macking down on little ladies right now. But you right though, I ain't never think of that one. That's crazy. I ain't think of that one, bro. But growing up, the difference between me and my son is, like you said, the technology part of it. Back when I was his age, I was a little bit more active outside as far as doing activities outside. But I was in Chicago, where the weather is a little bit different as well, and I had a lot of peers in the neighborhood that we would uh we would just be outside being boys, bro. So that pretty much is the difference. My son, he's definitely a boy. He'll go outside. He gets active, but we don't have like the neighbor. We're not in the neighborhood where it's 10 kids where they're gonna come ring your doorbell and, hey, we're gonna come outside. We're gonna all go to the park and play. Because I guess we in Texas, the weather, like you said today, bro, it's like what 106 or something like that. So nobody trying to go outside in this anyway. But I played the video game from time to time until I got maybe 8th grade freshman year. I continued to play the game, but not as much because sports really started kicking in. So he plays the game. Uh, he does sports too, but he's not so much caught into it like it could be. So what I
Gotcha.
mean is he plays the game because he can play the game. He's falling in love with the game. He doesn't love it 100% right
Mm,
now, but he's just like me pretty much. We it's
that's
funny,
dope.
man. He played the sports. He loved being around family. That's another thing I like doing. That's a hobby of mine too. I travel and I love doing it with my family. So that's pretty much it, man. But he's a little bit more on the technology side of things than I
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
So that's the only difference. He got me beat at his age with the technology, bro.
Oh, shoot. I think that's probably most of us, bro. You know what I mean? Like you said, technology, because I was thinking on, like, for example, Saturdays for me growing up, man, on Saturdays, I was the day you get your cereal, wake up, get in front of the TV,
Cartoons.
Cartoons. I'm watching cartoons all day. My mom would never let me finish the whole day, but I would try my best to get up early in the morning watching Power Rangers. You know what I mean? That was my thing. So my son he gets up early, and it's kind of the opposite. It's funny because I didn't really think much of sports because, like I said at the time, which I've shared with y'all, I wasn't around my dad like that. It wasn't something I didn't get into sports like that until maybe like 10, 10,
Okay.
11. When I really was like, I played it, but even when I played it, you know, those kids, well, we know because we coach. There's some kids that just be spaced out. I was one of them kids, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
And I'm just like, la 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 la, this is fun, right? So, it's different when my son, he gets up early in the morning. He talking about, Dad, can we go shoot? I'm like, what? Can I sleep in? You know, so he more so with that, and playing the tablets and video games stuff like that. I wasn't heavy on the video games like that until later on, until probably like around the same time, 10, 11. I would go outside play with my friends, but like you said, it's different too. Where you know, one, it depends on where you live at, obviously the community and things like that, and then two, kids don't even want to go outside anymore. I mean,
Right.
obviously it's hot, it's 100 and whatever right now, but even if it was a great day, kids a lot of times don't want to go out. They rather be on their tablets, rather be on their games, you know. So that's the aspect that's why I said our generation we had best of both worlds. You know what I mean?
What?
We got to experience that. I remember riding my bike. That's another thing. My son don't ride his bike or nothing like that, but I used to ride my
Man,
bike everywhere. You would have thought that was a car. Like I'm riding that mug miles. You know
bro,
what I'm saying?
got bikes in the garage. You know, you got Eliza got two bikes. Don't ride them. And the motorcycle. Don't
Man,
ride. It's like, how you gonna
yeah,
get a motorcycle? You don't know how to ride a bike, bro. It's
man.
all
No,
good.
that's it's different though, man. Cause you want to go to your homie's house, you hop on the bike, you ride to the block over or whatever, So,
Yeah.
I remember having I don't even know if they still do that. They probably can't now, but did you
What?
ever go with the they call it the what's it called? Candy house. So you
What?
go to
I was
someone's house,
just telling my bro. I was just telling my wife we had four of them in the hood.
bro.
Hey, no disrespect. We had four candy. We had four candy houses in the hood. I was just telling my wife that we had
Bro,
Mr. Locks, Mr. Amos, uh, damn Stumpy's, and goddamn who else had a penny candy? I'm sorry. Marquita Stutz. Or penny candy. Yeah, we had four. I was just telling my wife they don't do that out. Well, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say
I
they
haven't
don't
seen
do
it.
it out
There,
here.
yeah, there might be one, but I haven't seen it. And that, it used to be, oh man, you got $2. Hey, let's go across the street.
Bro,
Go so-so's house. Get, and my mom,
$2.
my favorite one was the, dang, I can't even think of them. They still have them. I see them sometimes. They different colors like red, green. But I used to get they were red like,
Choose.
they like shoot. Yeah, they were kind of thick, square, rectangle.
They
Had a little
choose. They
sugars on
call
them.
choose or
I
fruit
don't know
or
what they call.
fruities.
Yes, yes, yes,
Fruities
yes. I think they would put them in a plastic bag, man, with the shirt. I don't
for
know, but they're
sure.
fire,
Hey,
fire.
how
Oh, they're
many?
similar to
So
Rips. You know Rips, right? You know the Rips, the square Rips that they sell. It's like that, but the longer ones.
it might be a different name in Cali and Chicago, but I think
Okay,
we
that's
talking
true.
about. I
That's
think
true,
we either talking about choose
bro.
or
Those
fruities. If
was
somebody know,
fire.
let us know. Yeah, that's
They were
those
fire.
are the chain.
That was my man. That was my that was
Hey, how
mine.
many
But
would $2 get you?
$2 will get you. Honestly, back then, $2 would get you a lot, bro. Now I'm thinking
And
about it.
up
Cause
in
you
that
get in a
store, I'm
little
talking about
sandwich
at the
bag. Oh, at the
yeah,
store?
we get like 200 pieces of penny candy for
Yeah,
two
yeah.
dollars. That's crazy. Yeah,
Facts,
I
facts,
miss those days. I
facts.
ain't
That
seen that
was
in a
yeah.
while, bro.
That was man. That's crazy. But yeah, had to go down memory lane, y'all. But what is some of I guess what so like you said some of the things that your son's into. What are some of the hobbies that you guys do together? Is it the video games? Like, what
Mm.
is it that you and your son, just kind of be doing often together at times? Because I know for me, um, I don't do it as much because I ain't gonna lie. I used to be heavy, especially on 2K. That was my thing. I felt like nobody could see me on 2K. Now I ain't gonna lie. It's been a few years, so I probably get got. But back then, you ask anybody, they be like, yeah, he that dude on 2K. Um,
Man.
so, but video games, obviously basketball. Those are probably our biggest, and honestly, uh, we do this often just because it's something we really like. Is like we watch like Mandalorian. Um,
Yep, bet. We do too,
that's
bro. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's
I
like
ain't know
our
that.
you know what I mean. That's our thing where we oh dude, oh what happened with what's his name? Well, I can't think of his
Grogu,
name.
baby
Gregu, I
Grogu.
was gonna say Little Yoda, but
Yeah,
yes,
I'm on
Gregu. You know what I mean? So
it.
we be watching that type of stuff together and things like that. So for y'all though, what is something y'all do together?
You know what's crazy, bro? That's interesting. We've been vibing, and I didn't know that about that. Well, so we play we do the sports together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I told you he's getting to the point where he's loving it more. Baseball a little bit more than basketball, but it's getting there. So we still do that together. We'll throw a football together. We were going on like family walks. We got a
Mm,
trail around the house, and we usually get out as a family. Me, my son, and my wife. We like watching. So that's what I turned him into instead of like being super sports fanatic.
yeah.
We on like Marvel and like you
Let's
said
go.
Star Wars. So
Yeah.
every Marvel movie that come out, he definitely want to go with
He
Pops.
on it.
What it don't matter if it's a C-list movie. He want to go like, bro. I done went to the movies and fell asleep on something, but that's cool though because like I said, I didn't have that growing up, so
Yeah.
I ain't tripping on it. But yeah, we do that. And from time to time, like I said, I would hop on the game with him, but it's like, all right, now, Daddy, don't. I'm getting too old to be playing because it's not a 2K or Madden
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. It's like Roblox or
Oh,
Fortnite, the stuff we didn't have when you know what I'm saying. But he got
yeah.
Sonic on his play. He
Mm.
got Sonic, so I hop on Sonic or like Crash Bandicoot or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. So
Destroy Sonic on Switch.
yeah, for sure. So that's crazy. And I also grew up loving Power Rangers, and my son went through a phase where he liked Power Rangers and wrestling. Like, so it's neat. Everything comes full circle, bro.
Oh
But
yeah. Yeah, that's dope, man. And so, cause there's like as dads, right? We are constantly just let's be honest. A lot of times we just working, and then we just focus on the family, right? And so I feel like it's good for us to have certain hobbies,
facts.
and a lot of times our go to is maybe sit down and maybe just get a beer and watch a game or something like that. But for you, what is like a good hobby for you that's just a good stress reliever? You know what I mean? Or that helps you when you kind of feeling stressed because a lot of times we, like I said, our not all of us, but a lot of times our go-to is just, hey, we just gonna watch the game, which is a good stress reliever to a certain degree. But sometimes that's maybe not enough. We just kind of do it honestly out of habit too. Okay, I just want to sit down and watch the game. That's it. Um, so what is something for you? Is it listening to music? Is it working out? Is it hanging out with some of the fellas? Is it going on a walk by yourself? Like, what is it strictly for you? Because I know obviously I asked you what you do with your son and stuff, but just strictly for you, bro.
Well, man, I go through phases, bro. It just depends
Mm,
on the time of the year and
yeah.
what mood I'm in. But I went through a phase where it's like, bro, I love sports, but it was a time point where I wasn't watching sports or playing sports. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
then it'd be like my relief. I listen to some music or something, and I went through a little dark phase where it's blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll get me, or But
That's true. Yeah.
when I'm finding myself now, it's like sports, bro. I love a hobby of mine now. Is like, yeah, I've been back active playing ball. I love that. I love being around the kids, teaching the kids the game. I love traveling with my wife, bro. That's one thing I love doing. I love traveling with my wife. I like being present. Well, I love being present with my son, bro. So,
Yeah.
like a hobby of ours is going to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, I mean, I guess that could be a hobby because we do it a lot. But I
Yeah.
like grilling. I grill. That's why I find peace. I get in, I lift weights here and there. I fluctuate with that. I
Okay.
read, so it's different. It's different things.
Different
It's
things.
yeah, it's nothing that consistent. Like I change it
Mm,
up. So if it was like
okay.
I got to get better with being consistent. Like with the weights,
Mm,
I'll go like a month, 2 months strong every day, getting a walk in, getting some weights in, push ups.
yeah.
Then once I see a little bit of results, it's like, oh, I'm cool. Now I'm back on.
Yeah.
Now I'm on another. Now I
On
can
another
pick up a
time.
book once instead of putting it together all together. So, but hey, I'm pretty much broad, man. All sports, man. I didn't golf. I love golf when I
Mm,
can, but I don't have the time to actually be because that's a game where when you want to get good, you have to really play it. Just like with
yeah.
everything, you like so. I mean, I dibble and dabble with everything, bro. Honestly, I
Mm,
like bowling. I
yeah.
I like going to arcades. Just pretty much it boiled down to some family stuff. As I'm as I'm thinking
Mm,
about it, everything pretty
yeah.
much is family oriented that I
Yeah.
enjoy doing, man. So,
No, that's
what about
dope.
yourself?
For um, it's actually kind of similar. That's crazy. Like what you say, like those little phases, or say seasons, right? There's seasons in
Yeah,
everyone's life for different things. So
that's
I
better put.
definitely
Yeah,
go. I definitely go through those. Cause working out I'll do for a little bit, and then I'll fall off, cause I'll do something else. Um, but for me, I want to say probably the biggest thing, cause I'm big on family too. So constantly just trying to be with them. But when I'm stressed, honestly, I think for me, I like to listen to music and I
yeah.
like to research things because
Mm,
I'm big on really just self improvement. You know what I
yep.
mean? Especially those that know me, you know how I've been for the longest. So I'm big on that. So podcasts, YouTube, I'm researching like all the time different things, and it might sound boring to others, but to me, it's fascinating. Like it makes me feel good. Like, oh man, okay, there's something. I don't care if it's about stocks, investing, whatever. Like I'm
Yep.
always researching. And for me, that's like a, I guess like a hobby of mine. Just literally just trying to constantly improve as a man.
Yeah. What?
So I can be the best version of myself. You know what I mean? So I think I think that's been huge. Now, do you think because there is stereotypes, right, where people have when it does come to dads, like all dads only do is barbecue or play sports, right? um, but then there's the where they like for example, oh that's another one where I just started actually, but like the stereotype is, for example, dads I don't know yoga. Like I think I shared this before. I have my kids sometimes do it. I've been messing with it, especially for me because I have scoliosis. It helps with my back and stuff like that. But it's actually a good stress reliever. I can't believe I just forgot that till right now. But do you think there is any like? Do you think it's one of those things too? At times where, like I said, dads. A lot of times as dads, we just crack open a beer, watch a game. And do you think it's one of those things where we just kind of think that's all we can do, or do you think it's just one of those things
Mm.
where it's like, oh no, that just seems to work for every dad? Because I feel like at times it's so easy, right? Hey, work. We work 10-hour days. Come home. Hey, family, y'all good? Okay, I'm gonna just sit here. Instead of like kind of doing something that might be again, if the game works for y'all, it works for y'all. But it could be something where, hey, you know what? Nah, I enjoy cooking, right? Like, oh, okay, no, I'm about to get in there and cook, or I do because I know some people they like to fix things. You know what I mean? Is it one of those things though? You think that uh, we get stuck at times of, hey, this is the only outlet, right? Like just crack open beer. That's the only outlet. Not even just as dads, but as men, right? They put that on us at times. So yeah, I just wanted to get I guess your thoughts on that, bro.
I mean, it. I feel like that's how it used to be. If
Okay.
it make any sense, like
Yeah.
I mean, some people still do that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's still some people that's by the book that's they gonna come home. They want their wife to be cooking, so when they come in the crib, the meal's supposed to be done. Bath water's
Yeah.
supposed to be. That's not realistic, though. I mean, it might be in somebody's world. In my world, that's not realistic. Like
Yeah.
my wife get tired sometimes. Like I don't mind cooking. I can cook. My wife like my food sometimes, but am I cooking every day? No. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I
Yeah.
get in the mode. It's about I may want to cook, bro, and I don't even like beer, so I ain't cracking no beer every day. sitting up
Yeah.
watching on the couch. You know what I'm saying? We call them
Yeah.
couch buddies, couch
Yeah.
booties. You know what I'm saying? But I would drink a beer if I'm out in a social gathering with the
Yeah.
homies or something once in a while. But if
Yeah.
we out drink, I'm probably not gonna drink a beer. I might have a cocktail or something like that. But
Mm.
man, I just think uh,
Hey,
that's
that's
kind of
another
like the
one, real
old.
quick. That's another one, real quick. You just said something too, right? So even with beers, like you have to drink a certain type of beer, right? Like I'm not a drinker, right? But you know that too. Like I don't know. Let's say I can't think of none right now. Let's say Sex on the Beach, whatever.
Mm.
Let's say someone got that drink. They're like, bro, why you get that? Why you didn't crack? Why you didn't get this Bud Light? Like, bro, I don't like Bud Light. It's disgusting. Man,
Oh,
because I've been in, at least for me, I've heard those conversations with like they cracking on a homie for getting some type of drink where I don't know it might have I don't know a little bit of strawberries in it or whatever I don't know, and they're like, bro, what type of drink is that? So you know what I mean? So just something simple like that where they're almost like I guess shaming you in a sense. We're like, nah, bro, I'm chilling. I'm gonna drink with y'all, but this is not what Bud Light doesn't. That's not what it looks like for me. You know what I mean?
check this. I'm not gonna disclose any name or anything, but there's
Yeah,
somebody who I know I frequent with that I mean, we around each other a lot. It's friend of the family type stuff. Well,
yeah,
not friend of the family, is family type stuff.
yeah.
But the man is solid. Don't drink. Don't care
Hmm.
what nobody talking about. He be around a million people that's drinking. He gonna get his non-alcoholic drink and
Yeah,
have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
people may clown or whatever, but he's standing 10 toes on it. So
Mm,
I mean,
that's
there's some
dope.
cats that don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But it's some
Yeah,
cats that can't handle that. That's damn that peer pressure. You know, when
that's
somebody
true. That's
making a
true.
joke and then I mean, you only can handle that. They like a beer, and first off, this is a beer. This is alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to drink about three of them to get to where it's gonna get you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true.
So
That's true.
that's why I say it just be dependent, bro, on who you really
Yeah,
vibing and talking with. But yeah, it's
that's
some
true.
people that'll let that mess them up. Like, dang, they right. I'm out with the homies. I just went 3 weeks without drinking. Now my guy done told me to drink. Now I'm wasted 3 weeks. So, but like I say,
Yeah,
everybody go through it, man. Once in a while, we all fall short. So it's about
yeah,
having the right
yeah.
people around. Like that. First off, I ain't gonna judge you, bro. Like if
That's
you tell
facts.
me you want to do something, and you gonna stand on it, bro. I'm gonna try my hardest as a friend, brother, or whatever, to help you get to your
Yeah,
goal. But I don't even be liking when people doing all that, man.
yeah.
Bro, you got what you got this soft drink, man? Come take this. They probably doing one of these and throwing it behind the faking like they drinking, throwing it behind it. Let's get
Like,
him
nah, I
messed
don't
up,
want this
man.
mug. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get
No,
him
that's
messed up,
true.
man.
No, that's true, man. So what I guess what is a hobby you or maybe you already started, but what is a hobby that you always wanted to get into, but you may have been like we talked about. Not I don't want to say scared, but maybe nervous or you just haven't had the time. Like, is there anything in particular that you want to try as a hobby that you haven't yet?
Yeah, yeah, man. Golf, man. I really want to dive in because you be around a different crowd when you playing golf, and it's a different vibe. It's relaxing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You can play golf until you 80, bro. You
That's
can't
facts.
play basketball and baseball and all that till you 80, man. It's people that go out there, smoke their cigars and have their cocktail, but they vibe and they kicking. You see men and women and little kids playing golf. So, I mean, that's one thing I really would like. I know I am, but right now the time is not there. So
Yeah.
that game is time and funds. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's a game right there. If you going if you want to be good at golf, you got to get out there. It's 7 days a week. You got to get out there at least two, three
Yeah.
times. That's just to be okay. There's some cats that's going, So I mean, when I'm around, remember I was telling you about my uncle and uh,
Yeah.
and my cousin, who more so like my brother. But it's three of us. They call us the three amigos. But one of them, his dad got him into golf, but he also got me into golf at the same time.
Mm,
But they play consistent. So
okay.
every time we go on family trips to Florida, I play. I'm holding my own, but it's like,
Yeah.
I know if I was out there 2, 3, we competitive, man. So it's like I can't be how I want to be, but I'm humble. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I'm gonna take my
yeah.
lumps because when I get it,
It's
it's
a
on,
wrap.
bro. Oh, I ain't gonna say it's a wrap, but it's gonna be on for sure. It's
Nah,
gonna
that's
be
dope.
on.
That's dope. I want to same similar. I want to get into golf. That's something I definitely want to get into. I actually want to be like I be seeing them older cats at times. You know, they'd be like I can't think of the word right now, but it'd be like a little group, like a club almost, and they all go. You know what I mean? It's like a little
Little golf
what's it?
country
Show.
club.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I want to be like, you know what I mean? Really just in there with them, rubbing elbows, just because it's a different scenery. I just want to see some of the people, chop it up, get to know them. I think that'd be pretty dope. And obviously get my golf game nice. I definitely at some point, you know, down the road, I want to, but right now I don't have the time to even do that. Like you said,
For
especially with
sure.
coaching and everything else I got going on. But I do want to get to that. And I did this when I was younger and I wish I did it more. And now that I'm out here in Texas, there's a bunch of lakes and stuff like that. I want to get to fishing. I want to get to fishing more. So I
Mm.
fished when I was younger, and I remember what did I catch? Damn, I can't even think right now. But I remember I have a picture too. I caught a pretty big fish when I was like 12, 13. And it was just relaxing. It was cool, you know. So I think at some point I would like to do that too. Be on the boat, maybe chilling with some of the fellas, or shoot, even if I'm by myself. You know what I mean? Just go out there fishing, relaxing, have a cup. Well, I don't even drink either. Just like yo fam. But you know, have some tea, whatever like that, and be relaxing. Man, I
Yep.
think it'd be pretty dope. You know what I mean? So I want to get into
Man,
fishing too. Get into
that's
fishing as
that's
well.
that's definitely self sufficiency right there. That's a
Yeah,
part of self improvement. That's relaxing,
yeah,
but it's also we may need to know how to fish one day. Well, we may have to fend for
that's true.
self. May not be
Hey,
any stores selling fish. You know what I'm saying? But
hey,
it's
that's
crazy you
facts.
said that, bro. I got a fishing rod in the garage. Never used it. My
That's crazy.
father-in-law fished. He always wanted to go out there with me, but I didn't let him move to to Washington. So
Oh, okay.
so that's neat, bro. I might get out there with you just because I play
Yeah,
golf. So what I'm saying? I fished before, but not to. It was just to learn how to get it, how to string it up, get it out,
yeah.
reel it back in. But I never caught anything. But I've been fishing
Mm,
before, but not for a long time and not consistent. But golf, man, I played golf more than 20 times.
damn.
So
Okay, yeah. You was
that'd
in the
be neat.
trenches with
We
it. To
I
me.
mean, it's I've my mom was married. You know, I was telling you about my stepfather. I had a
Yeah,
stepfather, so he
yeah.
when my uncle would go out with my cousin, my stepfather would bring me. So that'd be like our little bonding sessions. So then
Mm,
I had somebody I got somebody I call Auntie Betty. She used to take me as well. So then me and my cousin, we done been by ourselves as we've been of age. So, but fishing, bro, that'd be neat. But like I'm just saying, a proposition. We can go out, do the
oh
fishing
yeah.
and the golf. Like top
Hey.
golf, that'll get us right a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
not real golf. But
It's not real.
that'll get your
Yeah.
that'll get your drive game
Yeah.
a little ready. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying we can both get out there,
Oh
I
yeah.
would like that too.
That'd be dope, bro. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking too, like, so creating, I guess, healthy hobbies because, like, again, nothing wrong with drinking, nothing wrong with smoking, but at times those hobbies, especially if it's a stress reliever, right? It can be one of
Hmm.
those things where we almost dependent on it too. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And
Yep.
so, just creating those good habits as dads and for our kids. And I was thinking, my wife is big on this too. So we do this. So dinner times, for example, you know, no screen time, right?
No.
No
Yep.
screen time. Um, but like I was saying about that too. I do it sometimes, but I need to do it more. Make it. I guess it would be a habit, which turns into a hobby. But basically, because I do board games too. I love chess. I actually love chess. Like,
Okay.
I'll try to see anybody in chess because that's how much I love it. Even though I haven't played it in a little bit, but I love it. So just different things like that, like board games. Maybe learning an instrument. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Whatever it is, puzzles. I'm big on
Yep.
puzzles too. I do that with the kids. But what is like I guess a healthy habit or hobby? Nah, healthy hobby you might already have. What is a healthy hobby that you and the fam do?
So it's what you just broke down. you enjoy things that kind of is in the field of like critical thinking. All those
Yes.
things are something
Yes.
you gotta sit and think. When you playing chess, you can't just
You
make no
gotta
goofy
think. Yeah, you
move.
can't just
You
make no
gotta
silly
think.
move.
Yeah,
It's not checkers.
yep. So I mean, we healthy healthy habits that
For you
we
and your family, whatever,
that's
you know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying. That
Yeah.
healthy habits that we I mean stay consistent, like active, like working out. Like I said, we will go on a like walk, a family walk, promoting a
Mm,
healthy lifestyle. Like Elijah is big on that. He has a certain amount of push-ups he has to do a day. So I mean,
mm,
we into like the healthy thing, but we also make him like right now it's the summer, so it's chilling. But he's big on like school, bro. So
that's
we
dope.
pretty much like that too, because me and my wife we met in college, so it's like we promoting the education. So education and health will lead to wealth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
we promoting the education and health, man, and it's at his pace. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing pretty well in both. So I mean, on I tried to tell him about healthy eating. Now, if we can get that down, I know kids gonna eat their snacks and
Kids
things.
gonna
But
eat, yeah.
yeah, they're gonna eat their snacks. But that right there, that's gonna take anybody to the next level. Even me as an adult, man. Like instead of sugars like chips and candy, we can eat more fruit. You know, so
Yeah.
implement things like that. That'll be a way to promote like a healthy type of
Mm,
lifestyle living for the family. Like, hey, I
yeah.
ain't gonna tell my wife I'm gonna take all the snacks out the pantry. I'm gonna get some weird stuff like granola bars, stuff that don't sound
Yeah.
pretty good, but it may actually help. Like today
Yeah.
we're gonna eat oatmeal instead of pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
little things like that. So
No, oatmeal
we getting
fire.
there. Oh,
But
facts.
um,
Fact.
I saw. I guess it'd be like a fun fact for y'all. I saw. I can't remember where I saw it on, but someone said. I remember. I can't remember who. I apologize. But he said, every man needs at least three hobbies. He said a
Mm,
physical one. So a physical one is lifting, a
sports.
sport,
Yeah.
martial arts, whatever it is, right? The other one was basically
Mental.
like a thinking one, a mental one, right? Where
Reading.
reading, chess, if you're
Yeah.
into crosswords, math, whatever it is. And then the third one was a creative one, right? So music, writing, painting, podcasts, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, something just that's really, how, and honestly, creative one too is for those that's really handy, right? If you building the shelf, right? If you make whatever you
Fixing Mr.
fix
Fix
something
It,
in
bro.
your house, you know what I mean? Whatever it
Hanging
is,
TVs.
what all that stuff, right? So that's so just for the fathers out there, that's something. And I want to encourage y'all too. Um, at times, our hobbies, if you're really talented, in that whatever that hobby is, a lot of times you could. I don't know if you can necessarily make a living, but you can make at least extra money from it, right? And we don't look at it
Fact.
like that. If you're very
Fact.
gifted, like we're using the handyman one, I guess use that example. If you're good at fixing stuff, repairing things, right, and it's just natural for you, and people telling you all the time, hey, hey, why don't you, go into business? I'm not saying you have to quit your job and go into business for it, but hey, if someone's willing to pay you, why not? You know what I mean? Use your gift. And it's fun for you. If it's something where you like, man, I enjoy fixing the dishwasher, whatever the heck whatever it is, you know what I mean? Use that as well, because that also could be a good stress reliever, but you're making
Yep.
money at the same time
Yep.
with it. You know what I mean? You don't have to force
Yep.
the issue, of course. I'm not saying to force it, but if it's there, why not? One of my good friends, actually, one of his hobbies is floors. So I'm gonna see him when I go to Cali, but he literally he'll go into any place, he'll see the floors. He's like, oh, these floors is terrible. Like they gotta fix it.
Duh.
That's how he is. And he showed me how to do floors. You know what I mean? And to the point, I remember I would tell him like, hey, you literally just do this just to do it. Why not make money from it? He did a few times, but that's a whole nother story. But he got in his head. He know he did. But as men, we sometimes get in our own head and things like that. But I say all that because again, like I'm talking about, bro. He knew all. Like for example, A lot of times people use what is it called? They use the. He would tell me there's a certain thing that we use to do our floors, but we should use brushes, and I didn't know that. And he said most people don't use
Scrub
brushes.
brushes.
Yeah, it's like a certain type of brush that you need that really gets. But oh, pads. Everyone uses the pads. He said that's the wrong thing because he understands it, but he loves it. Like he talks about it with passion. You know what I mean? And so I just share that with y'all to just say, hey, sometimes some of our hobbies can be something we can make a little bit
Passionate
extra money
about.
with it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Something
mean?
we really love. Make
It's just
passion.
something
Yep.
we really love that could be a stress reliever. You know what I mean? So, but yes, I wanted to encourage you guys with that. Just again, find something that you really enjoy. Um, Lamar shared it as well. Uh, he don't like to talk about himself, but I talk about him. He's very gifted. You know what I mean? With what he does and things like that. And so, just whatever God has blessed y'all with, man, take advantage of it. Use it. You know what I mean? It's okay to pick up little hobbies here and there.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's something that works for you. Now, if your hobby is going to a strip club all the time, that and and that kind of causes issues with the family, you might need to
Boy,
reevaluate certain things.
y'all better look at Ja and
Yeah.
Zai.
Oh yeah, Zion too. Yeah, both of them. Both of them. That's
Boy,
that's that's a wild story in itself. But
y'all balling like that, it's okay. But regular
yeah,
Joe like me and bro, I don't think that should be no
yeah. I don't
hobby,
think
my
that's I don't
boys.
think that's gonna work for us. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man. But we appreciate y'all, man. The feedback too has been amazing. Make sure you guys share, subscribe, like. We're so humbled. We're so thankful, man, for the love. Keep rocking with us. But like always, guys, remember, you don't have to be perfect, but you always have to be present. We'll see y'all in the next one, y'all.
Love is love.